Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. For today's video, I am going to be sharing my June perfume diaries. This is going to be part 2 of my June tray update where I share with you guys the perfumes that I have been wearing, layering combos, and I have been also including body care just to share my routine and the things that I use to smell good. Because an important part to smelling good all day is having a few layers of different types of products. So of course it starts in your shower all the way up until the fragrances that you use. So I'm going to be sharing the fragrances that I have really been enjoying this month and what has been working for me this summer. So if you are interested, just keep on watching. Guys, I'm going to start off with the moisturizing hydrating products because that has been very important for me if I want to smell my fragrance all day. If I'm not moisturizing my skin here, nothing is going to last because I already have dry skin, so I need a lot of hydration. I did talk about the Athena Club Love Letter Skin Perfecting Body Lotion. This one is not my favorite just because I wish that it would rub into the skin easier. I had someone else comment that they also had the same experience. Now if you want this to just sit in your room and you want to put this on when your skin is dry, it's perfect and it will sink right in right away. But if you're using it like in your shower routine and you come out of the shower and your skin is damp, it doesn't really mix into the skin and it just kind of turns white and you have to keep on like rubbing. So if you have this just sitting like in a room and you didn't just freshly get out of the shower, this is so good and I am obsessed with this scent. I have a very sick obsession with this scent and I have been neglecting a lot of my other things because every single time that I take a shower, I just want to put this on and follow it up with the body mist, which as you can see has a pretty good dent. So anyway, this one I really like it. It has really good ingredients in it. There's ceramides, which helps to restore your skin barrier. There is hyaluronic acid, which plumps the skin with hydration. There is niacinamide, which calms, clears, and evens skin tone. Polyglutamic acid, which locks in lasting hydration. So I like that they combined a bunch of different ingredients and they didn't just use hyaluronic acid, which is what you usually see in products. So this has really good ingredients. I just wish that it would rub into the skin easier when I first get out of the shower, but other than that, I love everything about it. Now, two products that I have really been enjoying after the shower, and I put these on before I put on any type of body butter, moisturizer, lotion. I go in with these first. These are treatment products, so they're not meant to be used as a moisturizer. This is going to target and help specific problems that you might have with your skin. So I have two different ones from Saltaire. So the first one that they released was the HA Body Hydrator. This has hyaluronic acid and it is a body serum. This feels really nice and I use it as like a first step before I go in with any lotion or oil. It's kind of just added hydration, and adding a lotion on top of it helps. It's fragrance free, so you can use this with any layering combo that you want to do. It's not going to mess up whatever it is that you are layering together. And I really like to put this on right after I shave. If I'm gonna wear shorts that day, it just adds more hydration, and here in summer I have to get as much hydration as I can. So I've been using that one a lot, but then they released the vitamin C and this is the body brightener. So this is a glow complex and it is a body serum, and this one has L-ascorbic acid and antioxidants to improve skin radiance for a full body glow. The first few times that I used it, I didn't really rave about it too much because I was still testing it out and I was trying to see if it made a difference. But I will say, when I'm wearing shorts or when I'm wearing a tank top and I put this on, it gives me immediate like a glow that looks really nice and healthy. It's not shimmery or sparkly or anything like that. It's just going to make your skin look bright and glowy. And it is also fragrance free, but this one has a little bit of a scent to it because of the vitamin C. I can pick it up, but it doesn't linger, and once I put all of my other products, I don't really smell anything, so I'm not mad at it. But this also has glycerin, so it's also going to add hydration. Just go in with a body butter or body cream afterwards, but these two have been really nice, and I want to continue to use this one to see if it does help to brighten any areas. But I have noticed my skin just looking really nice, glowy, even, very nice for summertime. For body butter, I have been reaching for the Saltaire Coral Coast Multi Lipid Body Butter. yeah, we are close to being halfway done. But I really like this body butter because it is not super firm like other body butters where they're very hard, like stiff sometimes. This one's very soft, but this is really, really hydrating. I love to put this on after I get out of the shower, especially when I'm wearing shorts. So this also has ceramides, this has fatty acids. All of their body butters are amazing, but right now I am using the Coral Coast just because it smells very tropical, perfect for summertime, and it's going to layer really well with most of the perfumes that I have for this month. So that's why I have been reaching for this one so much lately, and I really like to pair it with the body oil as well. So I've been using this as my main body care for summer. I really like that. I don't want to keep like bouncing around different products, so I want to find a few scents each season and just enjoy those scents. So this one's really nice. It's like a summer resort, a little salty, airy, beachy scent, really tropical and fun for summer vacation. The oil just adds even more hydration. So by the time I am done with everything that I put on, I am just glowing, either ready for bed or ready for the day, because I do it morning and night. And then another one that I am about to finish up is the L'Occitane. I think I talked about all of these last time, but I'm still using the same ones. So this is the Supple Skin Oil. I'm almost done with this one. I go through one of these every few months. It's just one of the best oils. All of L'Occitane's body care has never let me down. I love it. It's super rich and the oil really moisturizes your skin. So I really love this as well. So I use all of that to layer with the next products I'm going to talk about. So I have been reaching a lot for my Oui perfume from Juicy Couture. This is pretty much just a very flirty, like I always say, shampoo-y, fruity, floral, fresh, aquatic, perfect for summertime because it feels very refreshing. It's not that type of fruity where it's like juvenile or too lately. Like for example, strawberry is a scent that I just can't do too much of because everything just smells too dense and sweet, but the fruits in here are very light and fresh and juicy. Imagine like a splash of water, but then that water is scented with all of these like juicy, fruity notes. It's so, so good. Perfect for summer. And again, if you like those type of like shampoo vibe, I just washed my hair and you're just smelling good from head to toe, this is going to give you that same exact feeling. But when I use this fragrance, it lasts me a long time here, even though it is that type of fresh scent, which doesn't last too long. But I really, really have been enjoying this one. One that I did not wear, and I did it on purpose. I think I only wore it one time. I didn't wear my Ocean de Gioia just because I haven't decided. For sure, I'm gonna pick up another bottle. But before I pick up another bottle, I have been trying to do research on fragrances that have similar notes, and I want to do a haul soon. I want to go on FragranceNet and pick up like a bunch of affordable scents that I found that have kind of those notes, and I want to compare it. So I don't want to go through it because then I'm not gonna have what to compare it with. So I'm going to keep this little bit because I want to find something that maybe can be similar that I can recommend and we can get, because I know a lot of you guys feel the same way like I do about this perfume that has been discontinued. So yeah, I will do my research, we'll get my nerd glasses and get to work, and hopefully I can find something that gives me the pear mixed with the ocean fresh air vibe that this gives. I didn't really pick this one up too much. I think I only put it on like one time, even though this is a perfume that is such a girly scent and such a feminine, easy to wear perfume. Yeah, I should be wearing it more often. And this perfume is one of the few perfumes that has gardenia that I could actually wear and it's not too much. So the gardenia in here is actually beautiful. It's very bright and fresh and light, but you can tell that there are white florals in here, which is what I like about it because I can't do too many white florals. Usually they will give me a headache. They will be too sharp and screechy. Here it's not like that. Here you're getting those florals, but then there's also berries in here. There's a little bit of a gourmand touch too because I believe there's caramel in here, but it is done in a way where this is like a perfect summer scent. So if you are a gourmand person, this is also one that is good to check out as well. I actually reached for my Dead Cool Milk a lot too. This one is kind of turning into my Juliette Has a Gun Not a Perfume Arizona edition because it's kind of giving me what I get from Juliette Has a Gun in other places that for some reason just did not work here for me. This one's giving me that. So every time that I put this one on, it's like just very refreshing, clean smelling, very clean. This is like, you don't want to smell like flowers, you don't want to smell like fruits, you don't want none of that. You just want something that smells like a breath of like fresh air. It's very fresh and clean without it being too soapy or laundry. It is just second skin, fresh, clean. It feels like you woke up and you put yourself together, but you're not trying too hard. Really, really nice, just everyday type of perfume. Next up, I did reach for my Kayali Eden Juicy Apple a few times. So I think we did a little bit more of a dent into this one. I'm trying to finish this one up because this one started off when I first bought this perfume. It was the juiciest red apple. Literally just cut a red apple. But as time went on, I'm getting so much of the berries in here. So it's like more of a berry, juicy, red apple scent, but then it's super, super musky at the same time, because when I first got it, it wasn't as musky. It's always been a fruity, musky perfume, but now it's like the musk has been turned up all the way up. But I still love it though. So I did wear it a few times during the day. When I come back from the gym, I love to take a shower, and this is the type of scent that I love to reach for once I want to start my day off. Like I'm just going to be editing or running errands, so this is the type of perfume that I would go for. And I want to finish it up because I want to get a new one to see if I get like that fresh red apple scent again, because I have had this one for years, so it explains why it's way more musky and stronger on certain notes. One that I didn't reach for, I have a few that I didn't reach for too much, but I think I'm just gonna wait because it might just be too hot for these. This one I didn't even try it, so I do need to bring this one back in August. This one is Clean Reserve Skin. I like to reach for this one for like evening time, after I take a shower, for bedtime. But it has a gourmand like smoky touch to it. I need to do an updated like skin scent video, because there's skin scents and then there's like different types of categories of a skin scent. So skin scent to me is just, it smells so smooth and natural and one with your skin. Then they could have certain notes that will make them lean a little gourmand, a little sweet, a little fruity. So if you want a skin scent that's going to lean a little bit more on the gourmand side, warm, smooth, musky, this is such a good one. Actually, I want to kind of like bring in fall with this one, because I feel like this is what would smell really, really nice here during fall, because it's not doing too much, but it has that little bit of warmth in there. It's just a really nice scent. This is one of my favorite scents from Clean Reserve. I'm definitely gonna bring this one into the August tray. All right, next up, another one that I didn't really reach for too much, and it was because I didn't like the way that it smells in the heat, but I want to wait because I'm going to just let it sit for fall, is Commodities Milk Orchid. I was very excited about this one because this has notes that are my all-time favorite, but I sprayed it the other day on my hand because I had a feeling that it wasn't going to smell too good here for me. It's making something pop out a lot. I don't know if it's, I think it's the fig. I don't have a problem with fig, but sometimes it can get a little, like I could get tired of it after a while. So I didn't want that to happen. So instead of wearing it, I was just like, okay, I'm gonna wait until it gets cooler outside and try it then, because I'm getting more of the woodiness in here. So I'm getting more of the sandalwood, the macadamia. I'm getting a lot of those base notes. So I want to see what this smells like in the fall season. So we're going to revisit this one probably around October, when it starts kind of like going down in intensity. Another one that I didn't reach for, but I'm going to go ahead and put it in August tray because I love it. There's nothing against it, just didn't really reach for it this month, is my Valentino Voce Viva. This is one of my favorite white florals. It is so beautiful. It's citrusy, it's sparkling, but it's not too citrusy. Sometimes they put so much citrus. Oh, it's so good. It is so good. My body always makes jasmine smell so weird. I have smelled so many perfumes that smell amazing on other people, and when I try them, the jasmine just turns into a mess. This one though, oh my god. Okay, no, I need to make this a priority to keep this for August. This is it's so good. And I feel like you don't need a lot of it, because if you do too much, that's where it can get kind of like annoying. If you're looking for like that department store, perfumey type of perfume that you can wear to a dinner, to a birthday, this is a really good one. Up next, one that I have been reaching for nonstop, wearing it a lot during the day. When I come back from working out, take a shower, start my day, it has been Mac Aquatic, of course. I love this in summertime. It's one of my favorites. It's like mermaid in a bottle, like salty, beachy hair. It just gives me those vibes. It's so good. It's so fresh. I will say this is one of those that I love more when I was like on the east side where there was humidity. It really shines in that type of weather. But here it has also worked really nice. It just feels a little bit more fresh, and I think I get more of like, I don't know if it's a woodiness that's in here, or maybe it's like a saltiness, but I get that a little bit more, but it's still really nice and works amazing. Just that when I was living in Miami, it felt more, a little more like tropical, because it felt like it fit where I was at. Here it feels a little more like fresh in a woody way. Still beautiful though. It's kind of like a sporty, unisex, beachy, mermaid type of perfume. Now my number one combo that I couldn't stop, and not even combo because I'm more just, like I said, addicted to the Athena Love Letter. I don't know what spell this has. It is so, you know what it is that usually these types of scents don't work out for me. Anything that's like very woody, that kind of like woodsy feel tends to get too sharp on me, or they will add patchouli to it, amber. It just always turns a mess on my skin. But this, I cannot stop. I go to the bathroom and I'm just like, spray it. I take a shower, spray this. I walk past it, I saw it, spray it. It is an addiction at this point. This is Love Letter, and this has notes of spiced pink pepper, pink rose, and pear in the opening. The middle is velvety iris, muguet, watery jasmine. The base is amber, musk, and creamy wood. So yeah, there's amber in here, but it's done so perfectly. It is like a little bit mysterious and a little woodsy, but then it's feminine. It's still soft. It's not doing too much. And since people were kind of comparing this to Glossier You, I have been layering them together, and that has been a gorgeous scent combo as well. If I thought I loved this together, they're so beautiful. This one just brings out more of like that peppery vibe, and this one is more, to me, it has more depth to it, but in a body mist way. If this was a perfume, it would be so beautiful. It has depth to it, but then that creamy woods, it really makes a difference, whatever that is. I just feel like it's a woody scent that's like smoothed out, and the rose comes out beautifully without it being too much. So this is my favorite body mist at the moment, and then is my favorite body mist from the Athena ones that I have tried, but also just all around. What a beautiful body mist. I did put these two in my bathroom to try them out, and I will say I'm not as obsessed as I am with Love Letter, because I just kind of clicked with that one right away, but I am liking these. First blush is definitely like a very bright floral. If it had a personality, it would be hyper. It is like bright and happy and loud. You know what, this would be like a dupe for Ellis Brooklyn Dear Sky. This is like the body mist version of that. So if you have Dear Sky and you're looking for a body mist to layer with it, this is nice. And these fill up my bathroom when I spray them. They're pretty loud. These floral ones, they're strong. They smell like perfumes. This doesn't smell like a body mist to me. We also have Petal Bloom. Now this one is so nice. It's like a delicate, yes, this one's very delicate and soft. If you like a rose water type of perfume, not rose, because I feel like rose and rose water smell totally different. Rose has a more deeper, richer, a little like darker type of scent to me, and then rose water is more delicate. It is feminine, it's soft. So that's what this is. It's very soft, but there's also peony in here, there's also lychee in here. Even though the scent profile, I'm saying that it's soft, it doesn't mean that it's soft in the way that you smell it. It creates a scent bubble as well. These two are very good performing here, and I definitely have to be in the mood for florals though. This kind of makes me think of Chloe. It makes me think of Parfums de Marly, de Lina La Rose, but way more powdery and way more rose water. Those are the things that I have been testing, wearing, enjoying, and just getting to know better. Comment down below if there are any scents from this list that you are also enjoying, or if they didn't work out for you, let us know why. And with that said, that's going to be it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to start working on July's perfume tray, so stay tuned for that. And with that said, give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Keep my conscience clear, that's why I'm so magnetic.